Okay, onward we go through the sewers, the sewer maze. Oh, no, I don't want to feed. Look at that. That looks uncanny. Something red glowing in there. And the singing again. But there seems to be a metal gate blocking our way there. Do I really need to waste some blood on you guys? So as you can see, if you fight them often enough, after a while you get used to them, and I don't know, they kind of lose their... I mean, they're still creepy in a way, but not as bad as when you meet them the first time. Well, at least for me it was like that. They did leave an impression on me the first time I saw them. And at a certain point they become like those little annoying punching balls that you just smash away or shoot or whatever. So we cannot continue here, but there were some tunnels we need to check out now, which one will help us progress. Let's try this one. I'm just hoping for my luck here. Kinda random. You know, in a labyrinth it's relatively easy if it's built a certain way. Whoa, camera. Then you cannot figure things out by only going right. Jesus, the camera is going wild. By only going right or left, and you will always kinda can't stick to a wall and you're good. You will find out eventually. But if there are certain elements inside the labyrinth, like that stand on their own, that have no connections to other walls, then you're basically fucked, because then things get confusing, right? So this is the red room we saw. Because like when you have many like pillar structural elements that are like a pillar, then you don't know if this is like one of the outer walls or not. But if every wall is connected, you're basically having just one outer wall that is just divided into many parts and sections that kinda well, have that maze structure, but it's still just the one wall, just one piece, if you will. Well, shouldn't we be able to turn that off? Right. Oh, we're getting sucked in. This part here used to be quite buggy, unpatched version. And when I played Vampire the Masquerade the first time, this was exactly the point where I got stuck, and I couldn't do anything. Yeah, there's a deadly trap right there, and you need to reach the ladder here or you will die. But there was a bug where you are not able to reach that ladder because you're drifting. The drift is just too strong, the current. And I tried it 1,000 times, so that was basically the end of my walkthrough back then. But it was only a minor walkthrough. I just did the main parts of the quest. The main quest, and I kind of, almost like a speed through, just went through everything. And now I'm doing it more thoroughly, which is, well, it's kind of better. I'm actually glad I did this way. It's way more fun. Oh, there are two of those uglies down there. Let me save now. But we don't need to kill every last one of them. There's one waiting right there. So this is another one. This whole section is well, you don't have many interactions, as you can see. It's a whole, basically just a fighting level. Okay, we got to stop this one. Also quite deadly if you land on it. One of the few instant death things. Let's play it safe. Who knows if I trip or whatever. Or that happens, right? Oh, as if I would know it. Ah, Jesus. Dude. See how difficult it is to swim against the current here? It's really a pain in the ass. It was unnecessary to drop down there. But anyway. You can do it, man. And now you don't want to get out, or what? Right, great. Let me just try it this way. Yeah, that's way better. Oh, we're still good. Full on blood, full on health. Beautiful. Man, this Simice sure had a lot of free time on his hand. He made quite a bunch of those ugly creatures. Yeah, I'm not even transforming myself into that here now. We're doing fine anyway. So this is not one of my favorite levels, I have to admit that. I mean, it's okay for what it is. But it's not as much fun as most of the other levels. And mainly also because, I mean, I know it is intended to be a maze, but I think, yeah, I mean, I think it's cool that they mix things up a little and do different stuff, but it's quite tedious and it's stretching quite long, so it cannot make up for that fact that it's, I mean, it's different, but it's also so kinda boring, I guess. Well, not as entertaining as all the social interactions that are randomly in all the other levels, I guess. To make a long story short, this level just should be somewhat shorter, maybe half as long. But anyway, they tried their best to um, implement different things. Oh, I cannot go up the stairs now? I have to jump? Alright, why not? Holy hell! Let me save here. So you can save while enemies are around. That's not always the case with other games. This doesn't look healthy, right? And the electric current is on the same spots. It keeps changing, but there are like 3 or 4 different spots. Jesus. Do we want to go up the ladder? Or do we want to go here? Alright. I just want to grab that thing there. Damn it. I just need to stand in the water. And it gets me. Will I die if I go up here? Alright, I'm going up. Fuck it. Come on, buddy boy. Well, close enough. I gotta take a long break now from fighting. Pump 118A. A password. Oh, we can actually do that. Septic. Great. That was easy. Pumps off. Oh, that's not how it goes. Shutting pumps down. Rest status. Water cycling in progress. Right. Oh, electrical, by the way. Can we hack that as well? Hmm. 7. Nope. Let's check out this room. Can we enter here? 5. Yes, we can. What do we have here? Just a storage room. But there's also a switch. Cool. What did the switch do? It turned off the damn electricity. That's good. So that leaves us with this thing here. And can we do something here? Nope. Here? Nope. But we can go down here, and there's a ventilator or fan or something, which kind of blocks our way because we're not strong enough to swim against the current there. But we can turn it off for a short period of time. So this is a timed event. Okay. Our health is looking better now. See, you've got a lot of different things that you need to do here. There's quite some variety. Come on. Oh, No, that's not the way the current should flow. Right. There's a lot of things you have to do. It stands still now. I hope I'm quick enough. We are. And now we're stuck here. Great. Lovely. Nothing we can do. So we have to go back. But I think well, it's just a little too long again. And we cannot get up here as well, so we need the water to flow here. Oh, it's turned off for good. Interesting. I thought it would be timed, or maybe it was in the unpatched version. I'm not even sure. Reservoir flooded. Yeah. This should be flooded now. Oh, now it's on again. Oh, so the timed event... Well, I don't know. It works something like that, I guess. Yeah, we're not strong enough to swim in there. I have to look at the controls again. This always confused me a little. I guess I need to actually start reading what's written there. Alright, so this says reservoir flooded. And this is the pump control. So I guess this is how they should be. Now we only need to turn off. Well, doesn't it do the same thing? Pump 100, or is this only one of the pumps? No, it says pumps, plural. Press status. So it turns off both. This seems to be do the same thing as the switch over there. I'm not sure. Let me check the... Yeah, now it's safe again. I don't know why we need this control panel there at all, to be honest. If this has the same effect as the switch. What about this valve here? No? Nothing? I don't think there was anything else, to be honest. I think we just need to be faster. So let's see. Yeah, it worked. Don't ask me why, but it really is just a timed event. Yeah, we cannot go there. And the whole time the singing continues in the background. And another loading screen. Level. Cutscene. Those are kind of rare, or they're very well interwoven with the rest of the dialogue. This slows me, as you can see. Yeah, I've got claws on my own boot. He looks like a mini-boss, but he actually isn't. He looks kind of tough and frightening. But a few punches will take care of him. I like my bat form. It's kind of interesting how he moves too. Well, now comes the real maze part. Yeah, you saw that was the maze. Now the real maze starts. Hang on, I'm just going to save one more time. So let's try right first. Let's try one of those guys without protein this time. Look at those glowing nipples. Quite interesting. So this is also a creation of the Tsuishi. He has a skull. His hand is formed into a skull, or combined with a skull. And he does quite a lot of damage if I don't kill him fast. Well, at least we still got our story continuing here, indirectly, by reading these ledgers. Almost dead there. Ledger. Is this a new one? Yes, I think it is. This looks to be the weekly log of Douglas Streets. No, Douglas Streets. Foreman of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. Oh, that's what DWP was. Department of Water and Power. 7957. Oh, this is even older. The disappearance of Sewerman, Whitman, Price and Haddad has launched an attack in the papers on the department. It has fallen to me to try and ascertain their fate. I will do so to the best of my ability. You know why I'm always hesitating a little? Because we here in Europe, they put the date the other way around, right? So we put the day first, then the month, and then the year. So in the US, they put the months first and then the days. So this always kind of confuses me, and I'm not really sure if I'm looking at the right thing now. So this should be like month 7, the 10th of what is it, July. For forays into the uncharted regions of the sewers have been fruitless as of yet. City Hall has been unable to produce blueprints of these sections, and so we continue forth blindly. One day later. I've been witness to many strange and inexplicable sounds and events in what can only be the very oldest sections of the LA sewers. I found a rusted plaque that read LADWP 1902. This is even older. The events I can only describe. I think, by the way, LA isn't even that old, right? I think it's like only 100 years plus, something like that, until it was was a city, right? I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's rather new. The events I can only describe as otherworldly, both in sound and texture, as well as in the feeling it gave upon my skin. A coldness, shadows and whispers. I have no explanation for these, except perhaps the creations of my own overtaxed mind. We will continue tomorrow. So yeah, the Nosferatu seem to be here in the LA sewers. Seem to be living here for quite a long time. 12th of July. Still no sign of the missing man, but the fear grows in my mind that something truly evil resides in the lowest sections of those sewers. Truly evil. Though I wish not to tell some Lovecraftian tale, that's a nice reference, I can only say what lies in my heart. By the way, Lovecraft wasn't that popular during his time. He was like more a special interest guy, if you will. And he got popular only later, I guess, or more popular, let's put it that way. And that trend still continues to this day, I guess. So, though I wish not to tell some Lovecraftian tale, I can only say what lies in my heart. I wish no longer to travel down those. And there are other references to Lovecraft in this very game as well. I will talk about that later at a certain point. I can only say what lies in my heart. I wish no longer to travel down those dark corridors. And my opinion is that those poor men fell victim to some old and ancient evil that resides there. I will tell the mayor what I've seen and pray that he does not take me for a madman. 15th of July. The mayor has listened to my report with the utmost earnestness and has decided most wisely to brick up those lowest sections of the sewers in which I witnessed those frightening phantasmal events. The public will be told that Whitman, Price, and Haddad were lost to these sections because they were old and unsafe, and therefore he will justify his clothing of them through the unfortunate vehicle of their unexplained deaths. So be it. I pray their souls find safe haven in some lighter refuge of the afterlife. I myself have resigned from the department. I no longer have the wish to delve into the dark places of the earth. Kind of reminds me of another Let's Play I made, The Dark Corners of the Earth, which is actually about Lovecraft and Innsmouth's famous story, the most famous story of his, probably. I leave this ledger here, unseen and bricked away from human eyes, so that perhaps the memory of these things will disappear as well. Sincerely, Douglas Streets, Foreman, LADWP. Cool. So we've been to another room like this one. And I thought I could open the door there, but I couldn't. And now I know why. Because it looked exactly like this. So this was a door I couldn't enter before. I would have kinda skipped a part of the sewer section. And we don't want to do that, right? No. We want to enjoy every little bit of it. So we can go back now. It's just, it's kind of, they thought about giving you a way back during this whole maze fiasco, but it's still annoying. I'm sorry. This fan sounds like one of those beasts. If you don't see it. Oh, you respawned, huh? I kinda need to watch my health here. And down deeper we go. That's safe. Down is always a good direction, right? At least if you're trying to find some Nosferatu. Nothing here, something there, and something down there. Come on, guy. Oh, didn't even hear him being hit. Authorized personnel only. Sounds good. Are we authorized? I guess we are now. Well, that looks interesting. Let me save. We're a little low on blood now. A room full of dead bodies. Impressive. Lady, I think your guts are hanging out from your stomach. So we can flee up here. Simishi creation. So this is actually a mini boss, and she's throwing the dead bodies at us. All the workers, water department workers that have died here. I mean, we're safe here, but there's also not much that we can do. Man, those stairs are really buggy. In the unpatched version, they were better. Did you just hit me? There's also something glowing down there. So I guess we can enter there. We could just jump there. But I also kind of want to fight this beast. Alright, we're pretty full. Let's do it. Look at me swing. Well, that was easier than I thought. Oh, actually I did want to end the discipline, not safe. Alright, music, I think you can calm down now. Calm down. Thank you. Oh wait, there's another gun. But we still have those Jamie Sue. They're all named Jamie Sue, I guess. So this is actually a good place to die instantly. Yeah, it should save, but this save was unnecessary. You can save, but you can also just take the safe route here, I guess. The jump is not that easy. I mean, it's reasonably easy, but you can miss it. And another loading screen. Yeah, that's what I meant by this level is just too long. It's really draining. I mean, again, you now have another thing. You have that drop down effect, and I think you're gonna... I'm not really sure if you can take fall damage, but... oh well, we're about to find out. I'm pretty sure the vent down there does hurt us, so... yeah. Oh yeah, there's your fall damage, but not a lot. The vent is worse, I think. Don't fret, we're at the last stage of the maze. I'm kind of saying that to myself, I guess. At least they put some rats here. I wonder what a Ventral will do down here. He better bring some blood packs with him, huh? Because he cannot feed on the rats. I mean, I played this as a Ventral the first time. I did get through it somehow. But still, it's kind of rough. Alright. Alright. Jesus. She's a real bad move now. Man, I'm almost dead here. Speaking of which, I probably bit off more than I could chew there. Yeah, I gotta transform right at the beginning. There's just too much stuff there. What? You saved here? Didn't I save there? Man, those quick saves are really weird. Now I have to do the loading screen again. That's stupid. And I also have to drop down again. Oh, come on. That's annoying. Come on, go through. Yeah, it does so little damage. We don't really have to care, just kinda. Those blades, on the other hand, they're bad. So let's do a real save here now. A full-grown, complete, full save. Manual save. Alright. Save new game. You see how many sections this whole labyrinth has. Alright, we gotta transform ourselves now. And we don't want to get hit by that lovely lady over here with her open stomach. Man! Not even a second. Yeah, you kinda... Yeah, there's a trick to this. It's the old dance around the sprite trick. And I cannot actually transform myself, because if I do get stuck in the transformation animation, then I will have a problem. So if you stick close to whatever it is that you're fighting, if they even notice you, they cannot turn around quickly enough because the character model is just too big. Look at the other head on her, by the way. This is quite the creation he did there with the Nisha. So she's not even reacting now. You basically have to try to touch her ass all the time. But now she's kind of bugging out anyway. She didn't even react the first time. Zero damage. That's not good. What's up with that? That's better. So do we want to go up or stay on this level? You know, it says section 40, section 41, but does that help us in any way? Let's try going down, right? 39. Well, if you don't react, then I don't really have to fight you. Or do I? Alright, now we have a real fight. Oh man, I hate it when they just, you know, she's not even turning, she's just teleporting around. That's annoying. I'm done with you, lady. 39. There are more anyway. Oh, rats are here. I mean, I could sneak through this whole section, but 32. But do you really wanna wait that long till I've sneaked through all of this? Oh man, one hit and I'm dead. I would like to feed on those rats. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's eat a blood pack. That's better. I don't want to risk it. If I'm running through here. 25. And was that your... Something opened up there, I think. Looked like an eye on the side of the torso. Or maybe it was... Well, I don't want to spell it out. A butt opening, you know. So this is where we need to be. But we are not able to enter here. There's a hole and it's closed. Yeah, it's locked. Locked. I cannot move the camera freely. I like the error message here, by the way. A fatal error has occurred. You should be panicking now. Your system will now explode. There's no safe to go to your happy place. Please press the any key, the any key, to help others learn to read. Press control to donate money to me. You know the computers will soon take over. Why fight it? Press the any key to continue. That's an old gag, but it's still kind of funny in this context. So we need something to operate this panel there. So let's look for whatever that is. Ouch. Oh, not this game again. Seems like you cannot find a path up here. Is that right? Guess not. Later. Man, they just respawn. That's annoying. And she's also waiting there. Or it. Whatever you prefer. Can I? I can. Starting to annoy me here. Alrighty, and there's the next one. Oh, she's immune to that? I don't know. 31. I mean, do we have a hint to where we need to go? Let me check something. What about the entries here? Did they mention any section here? I'm not sure. I think the one before had mentioned certain sections. The lowest sections, yeah, but that's not concrete enough. Let's try this one. 440. No, that's not happening at all. Nope. Nope. It will be a guessing game. While being chased by those assholes all the time here. Do they even work? I don't know. It's kind of half buggy and half working. I will be at the beginning soon. Back at the beginning. 43. 46. Just not the big guys. Everything is fine. I can deal with this guy, I think. Well, if he doesn't slow me, maybe. Yeah, I don't want to die with this guy. Ah, this stinks. I think I'm a little slower as a bat. Jesus. I hope not. Time for another blood pack. This is a really low level. Great. Just great. And this is what I mean. If you can go in a circle in a labyrinth, need to cut the corner here to get rid of her, then you can get lost easily. Section 42, 43. Is this helping? I know. Life is tough. 49. 49. 50. Oh well, this is where I started. Hello. Okay, let's try this again. With that thing on our tail. 49. 40 and 41. I didn't go up there. Oh well, you can jump as well. Great. Yeah, I went down, so let's try going up here now. 43, I think I've got rid of her for the moment. 44. We're getting to higher numbers here. 45, 46. Not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something specific to operate the control panel. Okay, so this is just a dead end, the whole place up here after we exit the starting room. This is just a place where she hides. So if we go left, this is a dead end. Hello, lady. This is a dead end. So far we are pretty much going straight ahead. There's not much choice that we do have. There's one junction where we can go up, and there's another where we can go down. Let's go the one where we Let's follow the one where we go up. I think this should be it. Yeah, there they go. So someone rushed past us, and he looks like a Nosferatu. It was only a short glimpse that we had there of him. Yeah, they want to slow me. Hello. Something is very obviously glowing there. Shit. Pass key. That sounds good. Okay, cool. Later. Oh, please. Well, at least they kind of wait. No, stop it. You know what? I'm going to save right here. And this. So now we can look for the smaller numbers again. 31. That sound, it's quite disgusting. When her feet touch the ground. There's some fluid involved there. 29. Well, there are not that many, actually that many routes you can go, but it's still confusing, isn't it? It's just a lot of those look like there were actually rooms, not just little small corners where the creatures hide. And at this point I'm just tired of running through the whole sewers, you know. I just want to get out of here, so I'm just running away from those creatures. I don't want to even fight them. I mean, I could, you know, take it slow and use way more stealth and fight more, but this already takes so much time. I really don't want to do that. Yeah, and I should save here again. Phew, finally. And YOLO. Yeah, I know I'm repeating myself, but it really is a little exhausting. And I can tell you this much, the fighting is over, but the maze part is still not quite finished yet. Almost, but not quite. And I'm stuck. Ah, great. Still those strange sounds in the air. Man, what is it with this spot? So we can see there's more and more lights from and different items from civilization, from the civilization above. This almost looks like a home. You've got a TV, a sofa, and signs, neon signs. Quite interesting. I like the look very much of this place. It looks really cool. I mean, it looks trashy, but also it really looks interesting. It's kind of like you've got that city feeling, and you also have that a cave feeling. Man, this is really weird getting stuck there. And this combined with the singing makes for an interesting background. I'm stuck again, I cannot move. Man, this is really no fun. Let me save, just to make sure nothing bad happens now. I never experienced this, at least not that bad at this place. Really weird. A lot of junk from the world above. But also some very cool lighting. And a puddle of blood. You gotta have that. And another Lucky Star Motel sign even. Seems like they missed one of those at some point and put up a new one. Dead bunny, or well, a stuffed bunny. There's a way up there. Can I drink of this? No. Even worse, it does damages. It's kind of like boiling. Oh, please don't tell me I have to go the whole way back now. I see the way is going up there, but yeah, that's what I meant. It's not really a labyrinth. There are like only 2 ways, but it's still a little pseudo confusing. But with this getting stuck here on God knows what, this bone maybe, this makes it very annoying. Jesus. Oh Lord have mercy. Okay, we're through. This is also interesting. Like this, the light here, street light. This looks Asian or Chinese. Oh, and this is a whole sea of that deadly red fluid. Again, we need to get over there somehow. But from which direction? Well, let's try here. No, this leads us back. Damn it. I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, actually we're fine. We're good. Even the sin bin, the owners must have been really upset when they suddenly saw that their giant signs were missing. This is a cool place somehow. Weird, but cool. No, don't drop down here, please, now. Is it... those bones the thing that are keeping me from moving forward? I don't know. Maybe they put them in after the patch, or with the patch, and things suddenly don't work as they should work. Well, this door we cannot enter, but at least it's a door. Someone seems to be living here. More doors. Now things start to get interesting. This even looks fancy, right? Storage of some sorts. Well, effect gained. Fortitude, potence, basically every discipline has a longer duration now, 125%. That's cool. There it is. Golgem. Holding this rough-hewn amber stone, an amber stone, gives you a sense of peace and even a glimmer of hope for salvation. Whoa, impressive. You are able to hold the effect of most passive disciplines longer as long as you possess Galgem. Their durations are increased by 25%, so it's not actually 125, just 25. What about my points? Not even 1 point for this whole ordeal. This stinks. Well, and we have got our first living or unliving being down here. And Nosferatu, of course. Bitch. Fat. Sin bin.
Bitch. I can't believe she got the cover of Glamourella this month.
Glamourella. Interesting name. What are you talking about?
I mean, just look at her. Too fat, big teeth, and her complexion. Does she wash her face with a cheese grater?
Wow, I didn't know vampires had that time of the month.
I mean, like anyone ever knew who Tawny Sessions was before I left the scene. She'd still be a fluff girl at Vivisection, making $10 a stiffy if I was still around. Ugh.
A fluff girl, so I guess that's one of the girls that keeps things stiff during a porn shoot, right? Who the hell is Tawny Sessions?
Tawny Sessions is a wannabe face girl with no talent whatsoever and scabby little knees. Do you know she got Model of the Year? Before I got here, she would have had a hard time making the catalog for Jacques Penet.
We've read that name before, by the way. If I could only remember where that was now. Tawny Sessions. In some data file. Celebrity data file, I guess, in Hollywood. I'm not sure. We'll have to check. That's a good one. Who are you, by the way?
Oh, right. You probably don't recognize me with this whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing I've got going on here. My name is Imalia.
And we have heard that name as well. In where Mercurio is, there's in one of the, I think in the other apartment, there's a picture of Imalia, a poster of her, where she's a model basically. Hey Imalia, how come you hate Tawny Sessions so much?
Before this neat little makeover, I used to be a model. I was all over the place. TV, magazines, billboards. I mean, I was hot. Super hot. And I knew it. Which is why Gary decided to invite me into his freaky little family.
Yeah, that's what they do. Nosferatu, or some of them at least. They even have a own name for that group of Nosferatu that were chosen kind of to teach them a lesson because of their vanity. Say, for women, or I don't know, maybe all kinds, they call them Cleopatras, like, you know, the famous Egyptian ruler. Yeah, that's basically what Nosferatu like to do, like teach them and also play a cruel jest, I guess, a cruel joke. What do you mean Gary invited you?
Nosferatu have a sixth sense of humor. Sometimes they feel that their victims, namely moi in this particular case, have an overabundance of vanity and need to be taught an important life lesson.
I see. So what happened?
Well, I had just won Guy Magazine's The Most Ridiculously Hot Chick in the Known Universe.
That's a title.
And when I came home after the ceremony, lo and behold, Gary was sitting there on my couch with a martini in his hand. You fill in the blanks.
So, have you learned your life lesson?
Yeah, the lesson is Life is a cold-hearted bitch. So
I
now
don't
I
think
get
that was a
to be
lesson.
one too. You get that? You need to write it down.
Uh, let's get back to Tony's Tawny sessions. Why not just kill now? Loud and clear. Well, no, I do want to continue the conversation about Tawny, but well, let's go loud and clear. Can I ask you a few more questions?
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, we're not getting any further, it seems, unless we say that why she doesn't ask her why she doesn't kill her, doesn't want to kill her. Tell me again why you had sessions.
Because she's a bitch with zero talent, who the world seems to think has taken my place as the hottest supermodel of all time? Could I be any more clear?
Alright, so why not just kill her and get it over with?
I don't want to kill her. That's too quick and painless. I want to ruin her name in the business for good. I want to dig up something on her that smells so bad even the tabloids will think twice about printing it.
So, sounds cool. So what's stopping you?
Gary says that everyone has to lay low until this thing with the prince cools down. Until then, I'm stuck here watching the whole world kiss Tawny's big fat ass.
Maybe I could help you out. What would I need to do?
I have some wireless cameras that I need you to set up in her apartment. One in her bedroom, one in her bathroom, and one in her kitchen. I'm sure you'll see good places to hide them once you're there.
What else?
Once the cameras are in place, you'll need to hook them up to the network. Log into her computer using the password Cleopatra.
Oh, she even
From
uses
there,
that as
you'll
a
be able to
password.
activate the camera.
What do you think you're going to see?
Who cares? Sex, drugs, bad hygiene. Everyone gets a little dirty when the doors close. Tawny's no different, and probably worse than most.
What's in it for me?
Look, I'll definitely make it worth your while if you do it right. But listen, I don't want her dead. I want her to suffer. Get in and get out without her knowing about it. Understand?
Fine, I'll do it.
You will? Great. Here are the cameras. She lives in Hollywood, an apartment building right across from the Lucky Star Motel. I had someone here dig up a spare key to her apartment for me. Take that, too.
Cool. Can I ask you a few more questions?
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, she did tell us about how she came to be here. I'm looking for Gary. You know where he is?
His room is just down the hall. You might be able to find him in there.
Sounds strange, that answer. I'll go find him. See ya. Interesting. Interesting look. Kind of wild. Like rags. Well. Let's talk to Gary. Or maybe to... Let's see if we can find somebody else in here. Oh, this was the storage room. This is Emalia. And this door was non-existent, but this door can be opened. He seems to be very concentrated. Look at those fingers.
What? Oh, you did not just try to do the trace on me. All right, take that. Oh yeah. I hope you backed up that server tonight. Boss is gonna be real pissed when his mom starts getting love letters from porn sites.
Hello?
What? Oh, yeah, hold on a sec. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? What are you using for security down there at Trash 80? Guys, it's called encryption. This is too easy. I'd let you off the hook, but stupidity always brings out the asshole in me.
Hey there.
Alright, yeah. Just 1 minute. No, nothing to worry about. Just a harmless email. Not a self-replicating embedded virus or anything. Wow, You really opened it. I can't believe you just opened it. What kind of a freaking idiot just opens it?
Maybe I'll just come back later.
Well, oh yeah, sorry. The name's Mitnick. I'm in charge of computer systems, network security, that kind of thing. You're the new kid, right? LaCroix's boy. Surprised you actually made it down here.
There are a lot of reference in there, but I don't know all of them. I think Mitnick is a real hacker. I don't know. Or some reference to it. I'm not sure. I'm missing a lot of those. There, like I said, there's a lot of stuff in there. Little things, little details, Easter eggs. Surprised? What do you mean?
I'm following your progress on the cameras. Handled yourself pretty well with all of the creepy crawlers and the sewers. Like a bad sequel to Chad up there.
You saw that? I could have used some help up there.
Nothing I could do from here. Those old sewer systems are wired with punch cards and vacuum tubes, built back in the technological dark ages. Sorry, but I don't do analog, newbie.
Analog. Whatever. Look, I've got a few questions.
Go ahead.
Tell me about this place.
What, the Warrens? Not much to tell. Just a bunch of us living down here, trying to stay off the radar. It ain't pretty, but it's home. Gary's the big man on campus. He's running the show.
Place looks pretty empty.
There's more of us than you think. They're around. Well, you won't see too many of the brood down here, but they'll be watching you.
Great. I have a few questions for you if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Tell me about what you do.
Me? Like I said, I'm the resident tech head. Keep this place wired to the outside world. Gary wants me to keep it close on the street. At the same time, I'm supposed to be upgrading the network.
The ShrekNet. Upgrading what? What were you going to say?
Nothing. Forget about it. Like I said, just some network stuff.
Yeah, we talked about that. ShrekNet, named after the first Nosferatu actor, Max Schreck, from the silent movie. Oh no, silent movie. Yeah, right. So what do you have to do?
I'm trying to add a few more network hubs in the city so we're covered in case of emergency. But Gary doesn't want anyone leaving until this whole thing with LaCroix blows over. Which basically leaves my freaking cheese hanging in the wind.
Maybe I can help you out.
Yeah, you do that? Man, that would really help me out. I could hook you up along the way, make it worth your while. I got access to all kinds of goodies.
Man, this is going to be a really long video. I don't know if that's too good, but I also hate splitting the videos, you know. I'm kind of trying to make it like thematically, put them in a certain order. Wow, the camera. I'm in. What do I need to do?
I need a little time to set things up. Technical details. I'll send an email to your haven and tell you what needs to be done. That's all you need to know for now.
By the way, how did you end? Well, so what I mean is not interrupting things, like making a break in the middle of a mission or something like that. By the way, how did you end up here in Mitnick?
Me? Before all this, I was a hacker. Good one, too. There wasn't a system I couldn't crack. Telcos, DOD, you name it. One time, I emailed the president all the nuclear missile activation codes. And the FBI was shitting their pants. But one day,
I believe that.
The system, totally dark, unbelievable security. I fried 3 laptops trying to bust it. I worked on it for months, didn't sleep much at all. I'd almost given up, but I caught a lucky break one night and finally broke in.
Yeah, what was it?
It was, Nosferatu database. Not even a really important one either. which was probably the only reason I cracked it. I dug around for a while, got totally freaked out, and I unplugged. 2 hours later, guess who shows up at my door? Gary. And voila, here I am.
I wonder if those long fingernails actually help or actually bother you when you're typing. Must be kind of hard, right? Typing like 10 finger system with those claws. Well, but what do I know? Well, that sucks. You got totally napped and made into, well, oh, sorry. No, that's rude. How's life? Unlife since then?
Are you kidding? I love this shit. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna win any beauty contests, but I wasn't too good looking before anyway. Now I get all the cool new toys, plus I just have...
Actually doesn't look that bad, to be
Not a
honest.
bad deal, if you ask me.
Himalaya got off worse, I guess. But I don't know. They all don't look like real monsters. They look more like people somehow. I don't know how to describe it, but oh well. Not a bad deal, I guess. Yeah. I have a few more questions.
Go ahead.
I'm looking for Gary.
Yeah, he knows why you're here. LaCroix must be pissed. But I hope you're not here looking for some payback. LaCroix knows better than to mess with Gary, sheriff or no sheriff.
I'm just here to talk. Where can I find him?
His room is just down the hall. You'll probably find him there. Or maybe he'll find you.
Again, those hints. I go find him. See ya. Okay, Gary should be around, somewhere around here. This is Himalaya. What about storage room? Do we have to go? Oh yeah, maybe we have to go here. Or are we going back? No, I think we're right here. This door looks like something, like a door where Gary would be behind. Well. This is interesting.
By the clack-smack cracking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. I don't remember seeing you on the guest list for the dinner party. We're having a wrap party for the Misfits, about 40 years late. Cast and crew only, boss.
Oh, 2 experience points. Nice. I needed those. So even down here it's all about movies. I guess The Misfits is a movie. Where are you?
Maybe I'm in your head. Uh-oh. You might have picked up one of those psychoses so common to new kindred.
Funny guy. I just need to talk to you.
We are talking, but you aren't listening, boss.
Boss. Who are you?
Maybe I'm a ghost. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you just stumbled down here. What I need to know is why you're...
Oops, I kind of skipped over that accidentally. Why I'm here, yes. Let's talk face to face.
I'm over here, boss. Wait, maybe I'm over here. Or maybe I'm behind you with a hatchet in my hand. Or did you ever stop to think that your fear, if given a voice, would sound like this?
What do you want?
I don't know, boss. You tell me. After all, I didn't crash your party.
I'm here about the Karen sarcophagus, or I'm here to kill you. No,
You don't say. Wake up, boss. Who do you think you're dealing with? Why else would LaCroix send you on this snipe hunt? Oh, that's right. I know you work for the prince.
Why did you ask then?
Because I like the sound of my own voice. It's not every day we get visitors, boss. I needed to hear it from you. You're a long way from home, and neither the prince nor Isaac nor Nines have any domain down here. Tread carefully.
Just tell me about the sarcophagus so I can get out of here.
You should have got here sooner. That lot's been sold.
Who bought it?
I like to discuss business face to face.
Show yourself.
Are you sure, boss? You don't want my image in your subconscious. It's the stuff nightmares are made of.
Many promises of shock and terror. Yes, come out. The suspense is killing me.
Careful what you wish for. You just might get it.
Yeah?
Behind you, boss. Boo!
Now, he actually looks a little more evil. You know, the eyebrows, the V-shaped eyebrows are always good. But even then, could be worse. But he's a little more convincing than the other two guys. Who are you?
What? You don't recognize me from
Especially
the
with
pictures?
those teeth.
Gorgeous Gary Golden? Don't tell me you missed Pirate Town or Tap Hotel. Little before your time, eh, boss? Well, those days are long past. Nowadays, it's just Gary.
I think Bertram Tung, the friend of Jeanette, is a little more scarier, a little more monster-like than the guys down here. Though Gary is not that bad. Well, he is an old movie actor, I guess. Delighted. Now where's the sarcophagus?
Where did it go? That thing seems to get around more than Mae West. Why, might I ask, should I give you that information?
Because I got rid of that Simishi for you.
Oh, my hero. Had it not been for that damn Shamisi, you'd still be searching under rocks for us. It was hardly a favor, but I know where your prince's prize is. There's very little that doesn't leak down into this place. Tell me, boss, you ever gone up against a Kuei Jin?
What's a Kuei-jin?
The Kuei Jin are vampires, but not like kindred. Sometimes known as the vampires of the East. But they ain't kin, boss. They're just someone else that, if you ain't being careful, might give you the final death.
He has very small pupils, and that gives people a very intense stare. And that's a good effect if you want to make someone look dangerous or evil. Give them like pinhead eyes, like very small, tiny eyes, or pupils rather, not eyes. Like if you have very bright light shining in their face, then their pupils get very small. Yeah, tell me more.
Even for old Gary, there ain't much more to tell. You see, I sent an agent, Barabbas, to snoop around Chinatown, do a little hacking, make a few contacts. But he hasn't been calling lately, and it's breaking my heart.
I see. Go on.
You up for a little trip to Chinatown? You're in no danger there. Me? Best you don't mention my name there, boss. That's the going rate for my info right now. You get our chum back from Chinatown, I'll give you what you need.
So he's introducing us to a new area. That's cool. Deal. Tell me what I need to do.
The Golden Temple in Chinatown. It's a piss-poor copy of a real place. Looks like it'd be more at home in a theme park. That I saw is where you'll find the leader of the L.A. Kuei Jin. They call her Ming Zhao. Sounds dangerous? No, this ain't a suicide mission, boss. You'll be more of a curiosity than a threat. Talk to Zhao, ask her where my boy is, and get him back. Once he's safe, I'll tell you everything you need to know about the sarcophagus.
Aren't the kindred at war with the Kuei Jin?
Not that I know of. It's like the eye of the hurricane right now. Don't make those winds blow, boss.
Sounds dangerous. Got anything I can use to protect myself?
Let's see what I got. Use your head and your eyes. Chinatown's more liable to off you than 10 Hollywoods. But not if you're smart.
Well, I don't know if that really helped me. Alright, I go, but you better keep your end of the deal.
Of course. What kind of a monster do you take me for? There is a method to my madness, boss. There's a payphone in Chinatown. I'll call you with the info once Barabbas is safe. Until then, you'll never know where I am.
It's as good as done. Bye. Well, I'm really tired after this. And maybe you are too, after this very long video. And so we go out through this door. Thankfully, again, there's a little shortcut here to another place we know. The Book of Nod. And the place we know would be the mausoleum inside a grave. Cool. So we could have been there in no time, like go only through one door more or less, and we would have instantly been in Gary's room. That's annoying, right? And we had to run so far. Well, that's life, I guess. Okay, cool. So I'm going to end the video here. Next time, I guess we are going to do Emalia's quest and check our emails and see what Mitnick wants from us. And then we might go to Chinatown. Alrighty. So, bye bye. Till next time.
The voice in the darkness, boss.